Hello students. Now let us see problems in the heading correlation, cross correlation function. We are in the second heading of unit 4. So I think I have to recall you the properties of autocorrelation function and cross correlation function. Okay. After completing problems of this heading, I recall you the properties of both headings. Okay. So if you feel very difficult in the proof of properties, tell me. I tell you some other different way. Okay. See, the proof is not the proof what I have given. We can do proof in many methods. If you are not comfortable with the proof I have given, tell me. I give you proof in another way. Let us see now problems of cross correlation function. You can see the random process x of t, y of t, they are given. Theta is the random variable here, okay, uniformly distributed. Theta is the random variable, uniformly distributed in the interval 0, 2 pi. So you should know which one is random variable. So that you cannot take that variable outside expectation. Theta is random variable. So you cannot take outside expectation. So you have to go for integration here, okay. Because interval is given and it follows uniform distribution, so you should go integration, okay. Prove that the answers, this the answer given. Prove that square root of rxx of 0 into ryy of 0 is greater than or equal to this one. Let us do proof. What is given? X of t, y of t, theta follows uniform distribution, so you can write f of theta. Since we need rxx of 0 and ryy of 0, let us have here the separation x of t, y of t. Since we want rxx of 0, which is rxx of tau is given. You know rxx of tau is rxx of t1, t2. Rxx of t1, t2 is rxx of tau. So which is rxx of t1, t2 is e of x of t1 into x of t2. Here t1 is 0, t2 is 0. Since x of t is given, put t is equal to 0. So cos theta. 3 cos theta into 3 cos theta, 9 cos square theta. Put t1 0, t2 0 in x of t. This is x of t. What is x of t1? In place of t, write t1. When t1 is 0, this term will become 0. It is cos theta. 3 cos theta into 3 cos theta, 9 cos square theta. 9 is constant. Take outside expectation. Expectation of cos square theta. You know theta is random variable which cannot be taken outside expectation. And there is no direct answer for expectation of cos square theta. So we should go for integration, being theta follows uniform distribution. Cos square theta. We know e of x is integral x into f of x into dx. Here cos square theta into f of theta into d theta. With limit 0 to 2 pi. F of theta is 1 by 2 pi. Take outside. Cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta whole divided by 2 into d theta. Taking 1 by 2 outside, integration of 1 into d theta is theta. Integration of cos 2 theta into d theta is sin 2 theta by 2. If you substitute upper limit for theta, sin 4 pi, which is 0. If you substitute lower limit, sin 0, 0. So this term vanishes for both upper and lower limit. Theta is 2 pi. So which is 9 by 2 answer, okay. Pi get cancelled, 9 by 2 answer. And similarly here we have to find ryy of 0, 0. Expectation of y of 0 into y of 0. What is y of t1? In place of t we should write t1. When t1 is 0, this term will become 0, cos of theta minus pi by 2. Cos of theta minus pi by 2. And we know cos of pi by 2 minus theta. So in order to get pi by 2 minus theta, I have done in rough work. See, cos of omega t1, right? When you substitute 0, cos of theta minus pi by 2. We know what is cos of 90 minus theta. Since we need 90 first, let us take negative sign, which is 90 plus theta become minus theta, being minus common. Cos of minus theta is cos theta, which I have written here. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. What is cos of 90 minus theta? This you should know. Cos of 90 minus theta, sin of 90 minus theta, Sine of 90 plus theta, cos of 90 plus theta, cos of minus theta, sine of minus theta. It is enough. If you know this, it is enough. Okay? Enough. See, cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. Hence, answer is 2 sine theta. So, y of 0 is 2 sine theta. Again, another sine theta. There are two terms. Being theta random variable, let us go for integration. Sin square theta is 1 minus cos theta by 2 pi. F of theta is 1 by 2 pi, which is taken out. Integrate. Again, take 2 outside. 4 and 4 get cancelled. 1 into d theta is theta when you integrate. Cos to theta and d theta become sin to theta by 2 when you integrate. So, answer is 2. So, we have got answer of Rxx of 0 and Ryy of 0. Next, we have to find Rxy of tau and its modulus. Okay, let us see. See? Okay. Now, in order to find Rxy of tau, let us take Rxy of t1 comma t2, which is tau. Expectation of x of t1 into y of t2, cross correlation. Okay. X of t is given, replace t by t1. Y of t is given, replace t by t2. Now, cos A, cos B. Use cos A, cos B formula. Cos A, cos B is cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B whole divided by 2. Taking 2 outside, expectation of this term plus, you can see here, I rewrite it with first pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus this term. Here we have minus pi by 2. Let us have pi by 2 first, taking negative sign outside. All this become negative. If you multiply, minus into minus plus. You can see I have taken negative sign outside. Cos of minus theta, which is cos theta. The same term. Cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. Cos of 90 plus theta is sin theta. Okay. Cos of 90 plus theta is minus sin theta, I think so. Cos of 90 plus theta is minus sin theta, which is minus sin theta. Our theta is omega t1 minus omega t2. Next, theta being random variable, let us integrate. Integrate, okay, f of theta d theta. Here it is integrate f of theta d theta. And there is no theta here. No theta here, okay. It is expectation of 1 actually. There is no theta here. So you can take this term outside. Integration of d theta is theta with limit 0 to 2 pi. Next you see, when you integrate this, it will become sin of a plus bx, which is minus cos of a plus bx whole divided by b. Our b is 2. Sin of a plus bx, theta is x here. X is theta here, okay. With limit 0 to 2 pi. When you substitute upper limit, it is cos of 4 pi plus theta. When you substitute lower limit, it is cos of 0 plus theta. Cos of 4 pi plus theta and cos of 0 plus theta, they both answers are same. So they get cancelled. Upper limit minus lower limit, they get cancelled. Answers of both are same. They get cancelled. Here when you substitute limit for theta, 2 pi get cancelled. This term answer, okay. Listen here, it is minus sin theta. Minus sin theta is sin of minus theta. Sin of minus omega t1 plus omega t2. Right? Or omega t2 minus omega t1. Which is, see, which is omega into t2 minus t1. You know tau is time difference, t1 minus t2 or t2 minus t1. Hence we have got Rxy answer. Let us take modulus sign. And do you know sin theta lies between 0 and 1. Sin theta lies between 0 and 1. How it is? What is sin 0? 0. What is sin 90? 1. What is sin? Now you can take, you can see, and you will see 0 less than or equal to sin theta less than or equal to 1. Sin theta takes values from 0 to 1. Sin 0, 0, sin 91. To the maximum 1 and to the minimum 0. It is 0. So if it is 0, this answer becomes 0. If it is 1, answer becomes pi by 3. So to the maximum answer can be 3. So answer of this can be less than or equal to 3. If it is 0, 0 is less than 3. If it is 3, 3 is equal to 3. Listen here. When this part is 0, answer is 0. When this part is 1, answer is 3. So the value can be from 0 to 3. To the maximum 3. Hence answer is less than or equal to 3. Okay. And so see, let us multiply the 2 in order to meet proof. Multiply the 2, 9 by 2 into 2, which is 9. You can see answer of this is 9 by 2 into 2, which is 9. When you take square root, answer is 3. Positive answer, because it is always positive. And the answer is 3, here answer is less than or equal to 3. Hence, this will always be greater than or equal to this one. How it is? Otherwise, see, modulus of rxy of tau is less than or equal to square root of 3 is square root. Substitute it here. Modulus of this step is not necessary. This step is not necessary. This is our first equation. This is our second equation. From 1 and 2, see, modulus of this is less than or equal to 3 is this one. Hence the proof. Okay. Dear students, let us see the continuation of problems in the heading cross correlation heading. Okay, cross correlation function and its properties. Okay, let's see problems. First problem already over. Now let us see some more problems. Okay, so it's a prove that random process x of t and y of t is denoted by x of t is given, y of t is given. If a and b are uncorrelated with zero mean, right? A and b are the variables, uncorrelated, they are independent random variables with zero mean, e of a 0, e of b 0, and with same variance, that is variance of a is equal to variance of b. So let us write what are all given. X of t, y of t, a and b are uncorrelated with e of a 0, e of b 0, and variance of a and variance of b are equal. If these two are equal, then variance of a is e of a square minus e of a the whole square. Variance of b is e of b square minus e of b the whole square. Since e of a and e of b 0, e of a square equal to e of b square. Let us assume they both are equal to k. Okay. So we have written what are all given. And we have to use uncorrelated the condition. A and b are uncorrelated. That is when we have e of ab, in that case we write e of a into e of b. Let us see whether we get such case. Okay. Now listen here. We have to prove x of t and y of t are jointly WSS. They are jointly WSS. To prove they are jointly WSS, you go through third unit. We have already discussed. Okay. So when can we say the process White's and stationary? If autocorrelation function is independent of time. If autocorrelation function is a function of time difference, t1 minus t2. When can we say two processes are jointly White's and stationary? If x of t is individually White's and stationary, y of t is individually White's and stationary, and cross correlation is a function of time difference t1 minus t2. That is individually White's and stationary. What is x of t is White's and stationary? When rxx of t1 comma t2 is a function of t1 minus t2. You go through third unit. We have discussed White's and stationary, jointly White's and stationary, etc. in third unit. Okay. So here we have to prove they both are jointly White's and stationary. To prove they are jointly White's and stationary, first you prove they two are individually White's and stationary. Then let us come for cross correlation. This is autocorrelation. Individually White's and stationary is autocorrelation. Autocorrelation is a function of time difference. Rxx of t1, let us prove first condition. Rxx of t1 comma t2 is expectation of x of t1 into x of t2. X of t is given, replace t by t1, t by t2. Then multiply first term into first term into second term into first term, second term into second term. Then the variables are a and b, so we keep within expectation, others can be taken out. E of a square, e of ab, so e of ab will become 0 because listen here, the variables are uncorrelated, so e of ab is e of a into e of b, but e of a is 0, hence e of a is 0 and e of b is 0, hence the term is 0. So these two will become 0, hence we have, okay. Also e of a square and e of b square are assumed as k. Taking k common, I have given you reason. Taking k common, you can see it is cos of omega naught t1 minus omega naught t2. Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Cos of a minus b. So which is a function of t1 minus t2. Once you prove x of t is Whiteson stationary, you need not prove y of t Whiteson stationary. You can write. Similarly, we can prove y of t is Whiteson stationary. Okay. Now let us come to the third condition. Cross correlation between them is a function of t1 minus t2. E of x of t1 into y of t2. In x of t replace t by t1, in y of t replace t by t2. Multiply first term into first term into second term. Then within expectation, this e of ab and e of ab will become 0. And e of square a square and e of b square becomes k. This is because of uncorrelated random variables. E of ab is e of a into e of b. Since e of a is 0, e of b is 0, the term will become 0. So we have minus k. This minus, okay, don't forget, this minus is for this term. Minus k into. Let us take k common, write positive term first, negative term second. Which is sine of omega naught into t1 minus t2. Which is a function of t1. This sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Sine of a minus b. Which is a function of t1 minus t2. Hence, x of t and y of t are jointly Whiteson stationary. Okay. So second problem over. Now it is third problem which is given to us homework. Which is similar like second problem. So it is given to us homework. Two random process x of t and y of t are given by. X of t is a into cos of omega t plus theta. Y of t is b into sine of omega t plus theta. A and omega are constants. Theta is uniformly distributed in the interval 0 to 2 pi. Find the cross correlation function. So question is, see x of t, y of t given. Theta follows uniform distribution given. Find the cross correlation function, that is rxy of tau. Or we can say rxy of t1 comma t2. Both are same, right? That's what definition says. Rxy of tau or rxy of t1 comma t2. First you find the cross correlation. And next show that x of t and y of t are jointly WSS. You have to prove they are jointly Whiteson stationary is different from jointly Whiteson stationary, right? If it is Whiteson stationary, we prove autocorrelation function is a function of t1 minus t2. Jointly Whiteson stationary, we prove autocorrelation function as well as cross correlation function. Let us see. First you have to find cross correlation function. Second you have to prove the the process are jointly Whiteson stationary. That is prove x of t is individually Whiteson stationary, y of t is individually Whiteson stationary, and the cross correlation between them is a function of t1 minus t2. So this is what they have asked separately in the first subdivision. So we need not prove it again. You can say by first subdivision we will get this C subdivision. Okay. You find A, prove A. You need not do B. Okay. You can write similarly B can be done. So from these three conditions we can say the processes are jointly Whiteson stationary. Okay. So which is given to us homework. Next comes fourth problem. X of t and y of t are zero mean. They are zero mean. Okay. So see that is E of x of t and E of y of t are 0 with zero mean. And stochastically independent random process. I once check why they have given stochastically. Okay. Independent random process having autocorrelation functions Rxx of tau. That is Rxx of t1 comma t2 which is e to the power minus modulus of t1 minus t2. If you write t1 comma t2, here t1 minus t2 or t2 minus t1. Okay. Ryy of tau is 2 in cos of 2 pi tau. Okay. These two are given. So they have given x of t, y of t are independent and they have mean 0, and rxx of tau and ry, the autocorrelation functions are given. Find autocorrelation function of w of t. That is, what is rww of t1 comma t2 or rww of tau, whatever it is. Okay. Similarly, find autocorrelation function of z of t. That is rzz of t1 comma t2. Autocorrelation function of 2 and cross correlation function of 2. That is rwz of t1 comma t2 or rwz of tau. Okay. So you have to answer these questions. Very easy. Very easy. See, let us write what are all given. When these two processes are independent, listen here, then rxy of tau is 0, ryx of tau is 0. Okay. What is the meaning? If they are independent, the cross correlation between them is 0. Okay. Cross correlation between them is 0 if they are independent. That is rxy of t1 comma t2 or ryx of t1 comma t2 are 0. And next comes, in order to prove, let us see what are all the things to do. Find rww of t1 comma t2 or autocorrelation function of w, right? Z and cross correlation wz. Rww of t1 comma t2 is expectation of w of t1 into w of t2. That is what definition of autocorrelation function says. Rxx of t1 comma t2 is expectation of x of t1 into x of t2. Here w of t1 is given, w of t2 is given. W of t is given, replace t by t1, t by t2. First term into first term, first term into second term into first term, second term into second term. Take expectation, separate expectation. This is rxx of t1 comma t2 by definition of autocorrelation. This is rxy of t1 comma t2 by definition of cross correlation. Similarly, and these two are 0 by first equation. First equation, you can see these two are 0. Rxy and ryx of t1 comma t2 is 0. So we have other two terms. These two are given already. Rxx of t1 comma t2 is rxx of tau, which is given. Ryy of tau is also given, which complete first subdivision. Okay. Similarly, you can find second subdivision. That's why I have left space for you to fill. Okay. Expectation of z of t1 into z of t2. Z of t is given, replace t by t1, t by t2. First term into first term, first term into second term, second term into first term, second term into second term. Use definitions, you will get this answer, which is same as last subdivision. Next you have to find cross correlation or wz of t1 comma t2, which is expectation of w of t1 into z of t2. W of t is given, replace t by t1. Z of t is given, replace t by t2. First term into first term, first term into second term. Use definition. Some of the terms will become 0 by first equation, the resultant answer, right? Which completes solution. So I told you already in unit 4 we have only 4 headings. Autocorrelation function properties, cross correlation function properties, and next 2 headings are new headings. So in total we have 4 headings. And first 2 headings we have already studied in 3rd unit. Anyhow, we have here in 4th unit, that's why though we have done some problems already in 3rd unit, we are doing it here, okay. If you see 5th problem here, the continuation of last video, x of t is WSS, okay. So it's a Whitson stationary process with Rxx of tau. Y of t is given, x of t plus a minus x of t minus a. Show that. You have to prove this. Y of t is given, y of t in terms of x, which is given. X of t is already Whitson stationary. You have to show this, okay. This problem we have already done in 3rd unit. I do not know whether you have understood the problem there. At least you try to understand it here, okay. X of t is Whitson stationary. Y of t is equal to x of t plus a minus x of t minus a. Ryy of tau can be written as RYY of T1 comma T2. Both are same. RYY of T1 comma T2 is expectation of Y of T1 into Y of T2. Y of T1 is in Y of T replace T by T1. In Y of T replace T by T2. First term into first term into second term. Similarly. Now take expectation for the terms. It is X of T1 plus A, X of T2 plus A. Listen here, X of, okay. X of T1 plus A, X of T2 plus A. Listen here. And the next step you can write answer. But I have given you here how the answer has come. You can skip these steps, no need, okay. So in order to understand, I have given you these steps. See, we know Rxx of T1 comma T2 is expectation of X of T1 into X of T2. Where Rxx of T1 is Rxx of tau. They are same. Tau is the time difference T2 minus T1 or T1 minus T2. So instead of writing these two, you can write with the modulus notation. Okay. T2 minus T1 or T1 minus T2. Let us take, so this is equal to this expectation is equal to Rxx of tau. Let us see what is this expectation. Take this. This is Rxx of tau. The reason is T2 minus T1. See what is, this is our T2. T2 minus T1 is tau. See what is T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. Which is T1? You can see T2 minus T1 or T1 minus T2. Both are accepted, okay. I have done T1 minus T2. T1 minus T2. If you simplify, answer is tau. So this is equal to Rxx of tau. Similarly, you take next expectation. This is T1, T2. See what is T1 minus T2. And T1 minus T2 is actually tau. But here T1 minus T2 A plus A, 2A. Which is equal to tau. See what is T1 minus T2. Tau minus 2A. Which is Rxx of tau minus 2A. Listen here. Our answer should be, they have asked us to prove some answer, right? Expectation of X of T1 into X of T2 is Rxx of tau, where tau is T1 minus T2, okay? This is T1, this is T2. Similarly here, this tau minus Ta is T1 minus T2. Tau minus Ta is T1 minus T2. Similarly, tau plus Ta is T1 minus T2. Similarly, tau is T1 minus T2. If you subtract the two, you will meet this answer. Okay. Hence, first equation becomes, substitute these answers here, which will complete the proof. Very easy. Okay. After this step, you can write answer. We should know how answer has come. Right. How answer has come. Expectation of X of T1 into X of T2 is T1 minus T2 is tau. Similarly, T1 minus T2 is tau. T1 minus T2 is tau minus 2A, okay, etc. Let us see. They have given X of T, Y of T. Omega is constant given. Theta plus phi is equal to pi by 2 given. Phi is the random variable. Find Rxx of tau. Listen here we are lucky. We need not use this theta plus phi is equal to pi by 2 condition. Because phi is the random variable, they have asked us to find Rxx of tau. To find Rxx of tau, we take X of T. We have only phi here, no theta. Phi is the random variable. So no need of using this term. In case if they ask us to find Ryy of tau, listen here, we have theta. Theta is not a random variable. So to make it as a random variable, theta should be written as pi by 2 minus phi. So that it becomes pi by 2 phi minus phi, where phi is random variable now. Okay. If they ask us to find Ryy of tau, we need to use this equation. But here no need. That's why I said we are lucky. Okay. So I need not consider this to find Rxx of tau, because I need not use theta here. There is no need of using theta. It's already phi. Phi is already a random variable, so no problem. See, X of T is given. Phi follows uniform distribution. Hence, by definition of PDF of uniform distribution, f of phi is 1 by b minus a. 2 pi minus 0. Question is find Rxx of tau, that is Rxx of t1 comma t2. We know by definition of Rxx of t1 comma t2, it is expectation of x of t1 into x of t2. Expectation of x of t1, t is given, replace t by t1, t by t2 in x of t. Take 25 out. Use sin A sin B formula. Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B whole divided by 2. Sin A sin B. Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B whole divided by 2. Take 1 by 2 denominator out. Expectation of. Which is, so here listen here, phi is the random variable. So we should use integration. This term f of I, we know formula, expectation of x is integral x into f of x into dx. Here phi into f of I into d phi. The term into f of I into d phi. This term is independent of phi. Take outside. F of I is 1 by 2 pi. Integrate d phi, which is phi with the limit 0 to 2 pi. This is independent of phi, which can be treated as constant. Here it is integration of cos of, I have given you in the rough work. Cos of a plus bx is sin of a plus bx divided by b, which is sin of a plus bx the whole divided by b is 2 with limit 0 to 2 pi. Listen here, when you substitute upper limit, it is 4 pi. When we integrate with respect to phi, we substitute limits for phi. Phi becomes 2 into 2 pi, 4 pi. 4 pi, sin of 4 pi plus theta is sin theta. Upper limit is sin theta minus sin of 0 plus theta is sin theta. Sin theta minus sin theta get cancelled. So this term vanishes for both upper and lower limit. When you substitute 2 pi, it becomes 4 pi. Sin of 4 pi plus theta is sin theta. Sin of 0 plus theta is sin theta. When you substitute lower limit. Upper limit, lower limit, they get cancelled. So the term will become 0. Here 2 pi and 2 pi will get cancelled. This is the answer. Our answer is a function of t1 minus t2, which completes problem. Okay. Next problem is given to us homework. Otherwise, you go through our notebook, classwork note. Third unit, we have done this problem in third unit. Okay. The same problem we have done in third unit. This may be K, I think so. Here it is 1. Okay. We have done this problem in third unit. Please go through. Here it is given to us homework. U of t and v of t in terms of x and y given. X and y are the random variables which are independent. E of x, E of y 0, E of x square, E of y square 1. You have to prove u of t and v of t are not jointly void sense, but they are individually void sense. So first to prove individually void sense, you have to prove RU of t1 comma t2 is function of t1 minus t2. Function it is, okay. RVV of t1 comma t2 is function of t1 minus t2. If you prove these two, then they become individually void sense stationary. To prove jointly void sense stationary, we should prove 3 conditions. First, they both are individually void sense. Next, cross correlation between them. Find cross correlation between them. So when you these two already we have done. So we have to show one of these conditions are not true. One of these conditions is not true. To prove it is not true, these two are already true. We have proved. So we have to prove this third condition is not true. Cross correlation between them is not a function of t1 minus t2. So you please try. It will not be a function of t1 minus t2. Hence they are individually void sense stationary, but they are not jointly void sense stationary. Which completes the second heading in the fourth unit. We have 2 more headings to see. Okay. So let us see in the next new video the third heading, power spectral density of this unit. Okay. Thank you.